you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? When you were 8 and you had bad traits, you go to school and learn the golden rule. So why are you acting like a bloody fool? If you get hot, then you must get cool. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? You chuck it on that one, you chuck it on this one, you chuck it on your mother and you chuck it on your father, you chuck it on your brother and you chuck it on your sister, you chuck it on that one and you chuck it on me. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
What's up, everybody? I'm just out here shuffling. What's up, everybody? Be careful out there. There's some bad boys out there. You don't want to be a bad boy. They'll come for you. So, all right. So today we're talking about how to use Bitcoin anonymously, and there could be many reasons that you want to anonymize your money. I mean, the easiest way to think about this is basically, would you publish your bank accounts statements on the internet? It doesn't matter if you're doing anything illegal. It doesn't. But are you comfortable with the whole world seeing what the heck you're doing with your money? Yeah, I didn't think so. I did not think so. So yeah, what's up? We're going to talk about ways to use Bitcoin anonymously, no matter which reason you have. Maybe you have a crazy ex-girlfriend that's really smart and can read a block explorer. You never know these days. Girls be crazy. I don't know. It's 2019. Who knows crypto anymore, right? It's a new age. It's a new age. So again, welcome to my show. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to have a good time tonight. And as always, if you got any questions, throw them in the chat. Because I love questions, because then I have to do less improvising myself. So, let's get into this, shall we? All right, let me just adjust some things real quick, and I'm definitely going to get copyright strike, but watch out. They're coming for you. Bad boys, what you gonna do when they come for you? All right. Again, welcome everybody. Let's get into this. Let's get into it. Let's see what's up today, or this week, or last couple days in the crypto world, So yeah, here we go, Oops, let's start here. So yeah, really cool new announcement. This was just today, wasn't it? Yeah, AT&T now accepts BitPay, which is freaking awesome because it's a very big company, a very, very big company. Obviously, it's AT&T. It's like one of the 3 telecom companies in the U.S. And you can now pay your phone bill or your internet or whatever with Bitcoin. And of course, it's through BitPay, which means they're not directly accepting Bitcoin, but it's still like a baby step towards full adoption, right? I mean, like ideally, we want people to just accept Bitcoin directly without using these third-party services, but due to the sheer volatility of crypto, big companies like this aren't comfortable taking that risk. And so you might see them in the future as things develop and adoption keeps going and going. Maybe they will start with these new ways to accept crypto directly. But yeah, again, I think a lot of it's just simply the volatility that they don't want to really be exposed to. So I did see somebody actually already. I hope this is it. Nope, that's definitely not it. I thought I had this pulled up already. Let me see real quick. Somebody actually already paid with BitPay today, which is really cool. And so let's see if I can find it real quick. I thought I downloaded it, and if I did not, well, that's just too darn bad. That's okay. Yeah, but anyway, somebody paid like a $60 bill with BitPay, and BitPay did charge like a 60-cent fee. It's like a 1% fee. And I believe that's BitPay just like doing a service fee type thing, which is kind of a bummer because they charge that extra 1% to you, but they don't charge like the 2.5% that like merchants like eat themselves, right? And so merchants, AT&T is actually getting ahead on this because they're not even paying credit card fees. They're like the fees are getting passed on to the customer instead. So you pay slightly more, 1% more using AT&T, but again, it's still really cool. They're not available in your area, AT&T. Not a big loss. I'm just kidding. I have AT&T service. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. And then as we continue down this anonymous path here, some other big news today is that Julian Assange has been indicted under Espionage Act, raising First Amendment issues. And so what this means is he's basically the first journalist to ever be prosecuted under the Espionage Act. So he was like a spy or something, right? He was indicted on 17 new counts of violating the Espionage Act for his role with helping Chelsea Manning. And so if you didn't know, he was arrested out of the Ecuadorian embassy. I'm not sure the exact date. It was about a month ago. But yeah, basically the U.S. just swung their big dick around and got him out of the Ecuadorian embassy in Britain. And so yeah, this is kind of it's literally the U.S. prosecuting somebody who whistleblowed on them, and so it's very it's a very slippery slope, to say the least. And so it's sad. I think everybody kind of expected this to happen when he did get arrested. But yeah, it's a thing, and he's probably going to spend the rest of his life in jail. Each of these counts is 5 to 10 years max in prison. So a hero for free speech, and this is a slippery slope for the U.S. to go with. So Assange is the most important journalist alive. I will agree with that. And hashtag free Assange. And so we're starting to get more into the anonymous cryptocurrency aspect of this. And whether you agree with Milo Yiannopoulos, it's like Andreas, whether you agree with his views or not, he has been banned from Patreon. I think he's off YouTube. Coinbase even deleted his account 5 minutes after he registered. And so basically, this dude's cut off from the financial system. He is just again, I agree with his politics or not. And Manning is back in jail. Yeah, that's what I thought. And so, so he's revealed to be actually $1 million in debt, €1 million in debt. And he's trying to recruit people to contribute funds. And you know what would be a great thing to use, man, is Bitcoin. And somebody like this would need to be anonymous. This dude hasn't broken any laws. He hasn't done anything crazy. He has some crazy views. He's not inciting violence. He's not doing any of that. But he's alt-right, so automatically he's smeared by the left, by the big tech giants, Patreon. And so people like this really need Bitcoin the most. Again, whether you agree with their politics or not. So, and so let's get into this here. Hey, so this was a coin mixing service for Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, and Ethereum and Litecoin, I believe. The big four, really. And they were seized by the Dutch law enforcement. I believe this was just yesterday. And this is kind of very, very interesting because it's government cracking down on basically what they deem illegal money laundering, right? And so, you could have different reasons for wanting to anonymize your coins. It doesn't mean you're doing illegal things with them. Maybe you just don't want everybody to see where your money's going. It's really that simple. And for people that don't think privacy is important, and I'll give this to you. So if you want to appeal to authority, the government can do what they want, yada yada yada, they don't control me. Well, this is what a bunch of governments said right after World War II. This is the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. It was written from representatives with different legal and cultural backgrounds from all around the world, December 10th, 1948. And right down here, I think it's Article... it's right around here somewhere. Here we go. Article 12. No one shall be subjected to arbitrary interference with privacy, family, home, or correspondence. So there you go. It's a human right, I guess, now. So if you don't think privacy is a human right, well, that's just sad, and I don't know what to say to you. And so onto the next one. Yeah, so this is the best mixer site that I was talking about. This is the Europool, who was part of the people that seized it. And so here's what it kind of says here. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can read it. One of the largest mixing services. It was one of the 3 largest mixing services. And yeah, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. It started in May 2018 and achieved turnover of 200 million, approximately 27,000 Bitcoin in a year's time. And so nature of the service, I'll go into this a little more. I did run through a mixer last night, so we can kind of try and trace through the blockchain. Good luck. But yeah, basically, it offered to mix potentially identifiable or tainted crypto funds with others as it obscure the trail back to the fund's original source. So they anonymize them, right? And the investigation so far has shown many of the mixed cryptocurrencies on Best Mixer IO had a criminal origin or destination. In these cases, the mixer was probably used to conceal or launder criminal forms of money. And so whatever the government deems illegal. So if you buy a gun or something, I mean, obviously a gun's kind of extreme, but I mean, if you buy weed online, right, like, sure, that's might be illegal some places, and it's legal not, and you could get prosecuted for that. So too bad, guys. And so the Dutch FIOD has gathered information on other interactions on the platform in the last year that includes IP addresses, transaction details, Bitcoin addresses, and chat messages. And it's now being analyzed by them in cooperation with Europool, and intelligence packages will be shared with other countries. And so going back to like it says right here, you are not anonymous. Watch out, guys, you're not anonymous. I mean, again, so they kind of tracked IPs, so hopefully if you use this and you were actually doing illegal things, you were like using Tor or something similar to that, or like a VPN or something like that. So yeah, I actually ran through, and so this is good old coin spice. So this is kind of a very simple graphic of what Bitcoin mixing is. And so you throw dirty Bitcoins into the laundry machine, and then they come out like they just are mixed all together. And then this is a central service though, so it's like it's a trusted party to not steal your coins. And then they come out clean, I guess you could say, as in you cannot trace where this one Bitcoin came from. And so so this is what I did. I sent like $81 I sent through a mixing site. It's totally clean money, guys. It's clean money. Don't worry about it. I might have bought weed with it once or something, but like whatever. Like, come on, guys. And so yeah, this was the input address, I believe. So yeah, this is the input address right here. I'll go through it a little bit more. And these are the 2 outputs that I put in. So you could put multiple outputs in, so you can see it right here. So these are the 2 addresses that I said put 40% in this one and 60% this one. Let's see if we can kind of refresh this page. Yeah, so here you go. So this is my incoming transaction right here. B8E, it should be this first one. Yeah, so this is my, it's a little low on the screen there, isn't it? Bump it up a bit. All right. So yeah, this is my transaction from yesterday. This is me sending to the address. I had 2 inputs and 1 output. And so I sent it here. And then basically what happened to my coin after that. So this is not my address. I sent that to somebody else to do their thing, right? And it ended up in this transaction. And I don't know, like, there's so many inputs. There's like 800 inputs. I didn't even like bother looking for it. But then the outputs are, one is 3.5 Bitcoin and one is 0.05 Bitcoin, and I had 0.01 Bitcoin. So yeah, I mean, like, nobody can really trace that. I mean, there's like 800 chances. Like they basically take your Bitcoin and just like give you a whole different Bitcoin. And so this was the 40% address, I believe. And so here's where it came from. Here's where this one first came from. This is me moving it later, but yeah, we can kind of check out this transaction, see what's up with it. Or check out this UTXO, I should say. And so yeah, it came from this UTXO was dormant from 2 weeks ago. So from May 5th until it was just sitting there, and then the service is like, oh, this is about the value that this guy needs, and so he sent it to me through then. So like again, it's like a whole new thing. It's their own central server, and so this is my other address with the 60%. What's up, Amrita? And so yeah, so we can kind of trace this back again. Yeah, so this one was dormant just for a day, and so again, this is like a whole central service, like we said right here. So like I was just kind of looking through their internals right there, but again, it's like basically impossible to peg it. But again, this is a trusted service, and I basically ended up at the end of the day, how much did I end up with? Like, I think I ended up with like $61 after this, so I spent like $20 on it. I had the Bitcoin.com wallet, which is not really favorable to BTC to begin with, even though I had the lowest fee. But I mean, like the mempool has been ridiculous with their fees lately, anyways. But again, the high ones clear every block, so like I think I was paying like 90 Satoshi per byte at the lowest on Bitcoin.com, which is like kind of a shame. I mean, probably should use a different wallet, but it is what it is, right? And so yeah, it was. I mean, again, if you want to like anonymize your coin, it's just a matter of like how much time you want to wait. Is how much fees you put in. And so go back here. So yeah, and so we'll go into what CoinJoin is. And so CoinJoin is a trustless way to mix your coins. And it's called coin joining because it's all on chain. You don't have to rely on a third party. It's completely trustless. The only third party there is the server. And this server, all it does is match people together. And so we'll go into this a little bit too. So this is Greg Maxwell who first came up with this concept, actually. This was August 22nd, 2013. And so we'll just look at this. I'll just describe it a little bit here with this graphic here. So basically, what CoinJoin is you put in a bunch of ins. So yeah, so this looks like a 0.8 Bitcoin CoinJoin, and so you basically go in, say with like 4 other people. So you all have 1 Bitcoin. The best way to describe this is, say everybody has a $100 bill, and then you throw it into a pile. And then it's all mixed up, and then everybody goes and grabs a new $100 bill, and you take it out, and you don't know like if it was yours, if it was somebody else's, but you can't trace it back to who it was. And so how this works is that each input, I'll find a CoinJoin transaction here. Let's see if my so I started a cash shuffle. Hey, somebody shuffle with me. It's busy shuffling. Somebody shuffle. Come on, shuffle with me. So yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for some peers to shuffle with me right now. I have 2 UTXOs waiting. It looks like, let's see, I can go into it a little bit here. Oh, no, I don't want to disable. Let's go into settings. Oh, there's no pools? Oh, there we go. There's 7 pools right now. Holy crap. So there's a 10 Bitcoin Cash pool with 4 players waiting. Hey guys, open up your Electron Cash. I need to shuffle. And so this is just this is a version of CoinJoin. This is Cash Shuffle. And so I hope that I kind of explained it really simple. But this works because each input. And so here's kind of another thing from back in the day. So this is Maxwell again. In order to further incentivize work in this space, there's now a multi-signature escrow bounty fund. I have 3 UTXOs waiting to shuffle. Thanks for the shuffle. And so he put out a little bounty with 2 or 3 multi-sigs with him, Thamos, and Peter Woolley. And so it was basically for the first implementation of CoinJoin, right? And so this was just posted today, actually kind of funny. I kid you not, G Maxwell refusing to award 46 BTC coin join payouts because he feels emotionally pressured. This is scammy top tier quality devs for Bitcoin. And so, I mean, obviously there's like multiple implementations of it. I've tried a couple on BTC. I'll get into that. But yeah, this is Greg Maxwell 4 days ago. Repeated dishonesty from Samurai has barred them from ever receiving a payment from the bounty. As far as I'm concerned, I will not be signing that transaction paying them. Evaluating the privacy of systems is difficult even when the involved parties are honest and easy to work with. It is far too difficult when they are actively misleading. Personally, I would urge my friends to not use that wallet. As far as other stuff, there has been efforts in progress to do some awarding for a couple months now. It takes time to evaluate things and work with the recipients. If it didn't, this bounty would have gone years ago when Dark Wallet demanded the whole thing, then mobbed us with unreasonable demands, including public campaigning, which is vigorous to the point of harassment, says the guy with hella sock puppets. To pay it all to them when the result didn't provide the advertised privacy and didn't even stay available to its operating model. And so this is a funny video. This is I'm pretty sure it's like the very first like implementation of CoinJoin, right? So yeah, so sick music. Oh, sick music, right? So if you can't read it because it's some really shitty font, they have 3 participants with their mixing 0.01 BTC, and this is like a week after his post. So anonymize. So all the 3 different wallets, clicks anonymized, and inputs. They each sign their own inputs. Oh my gosh. Viola. And so yeah, that's kind of the first like actual coin join right there. And they didn't get the bounty for some reason. So I mean, at the time, 46 Bitcoin in August 2013, that could have been worth like 1,000 each. Worth like 46,000 right there. And so yeah, that's just some funny little drama right there. And Greg Maxwell not paying out the bounty, even though there's multiple implementations of CoinJoin. And so yeah, so I'm in Electron Cash doing this cash shuffling. It's now mainline. You can download the version on electroncash.org. Let's see if I got any shuffles through yet. Oh, come on. Somebody shuffle with me. I will find a shuffle if I cannot get one while I'm still going live. View pools. So I have 0.03, 0.01. I need 2 more people. 2 more people, guys. Load up your dang Electron Cash. Let's shuffle. Okay, and so let's see. So yeah, one BTC wallet that actually has CoinJoin. I'll pull it up. I downloaded it. Is Wasabi, and so Wasabi's a privacy-focused Bitcoin wallet, BTC wallet, and there it is. But there's a little caveat, Cameron, with their shuffle, and that is. Not on screen fully. Basically, for their wallet, you need 0.01 Bitcoin at least to use it. And that is... Wait, no, sorry, not 0.01. 0.1. 0.1. Yeah, so there's a CoinJoin tab up here. And then the minimum is 0.107 BTC. So... This CoinJoin is only for the people that have $700, or I guess it's about $800 now. And so if you have less than $800, well, too bad, you can't anonymize them. Too bad for you. And so I was going to try this, but it looks like it needs 100 people anyways. So I'm guessing they just like all have it all, just like their wallet open, just waiting. For 100 people, that's pretty large CoinJoin. And yeah, I didn't try this one just because I don't have that much BTC because I don't use it because it's a shit coin because the fees are a lot, and every time you move your BTC you have less BTC. So So here's actually a transaction from Wasabi, a CoinJoins transaction. So this happened today. It was sitting in the mempool for like 4 hours, but it got through. And this is a very large one. It has 137 inputs. I believe the correct number was 89 participants. So 89 people shuffled their coins. We got some more people shuffling. All right, guys, we can do this. We can shuffle. Just got to wait till Bitcoin.com puts it in their wallet. Then we'll all be great. All right. We're still at 3 out of 5. Come on, guys. Oh, yeah. So this is a coin join right here from the Wasabi wallet. So it's a very large transaction, as you can see. And as you can see on the right, all of these are 0.108 BTC, all these outputs. And that means that all these inputs, some of them are kind of small. They probably had to combine them. I guess I didn't cover what actually like a UTXO is. I'm guessing that's a little advanced crowd right now. But basically, each address is a UTXO, unspent transaction output. And when you have a wallet, you have a master public key, and then you have like public keys that are derived from it. And so what that means is that you have one master public key, but you can have like basically infinite amount of regular, of different public keys that you can send money to, and they all go to the same wallet. And so each one of those addresses can hold a coin, and then say you have one UTXO that's $1 and one that's $2, and you want to send $3, your wallet will automatically combine the UTXOs to make a $3 output. And so, that's kind of how UTXOs are, unspent transaction output. And so that's where all coins lie. And so these all are $825 worth. And so technically these are anonymous. And if you were one of these people, you have looks like they did a 1600 one as well. That's interesting. So it looks like there's 2 different sizes of these outputs. So yeah, there's also 16.5. So I wonder, oh yeah, okay. So I see how this works. So they also have a $3,300 one and a 66. So people that had like a full Bitcoin, they could have shuffled $6,000 worth with 2 other people. And so like, obviously if you have this much money, there's a 1 in 3 chance that one of these coins are yours. And the 33 is like, probably about 10. And then the 825 is a lot. And so that's from the Wasabi wallet. Again, the minimum is like $800. So I didn't even try it. And let's see. So this is the Reddit post for that particular coin join. And the thing is, the matching service is Wasabi, which means that let me bring it up again. The matching service is Wasabi, so they can see your coins. I'm explaining that bad. I need to think what I'm saying here. Coin join, yeah. So they take they take a fee. So it's a coordinator fee, right? And so so it might be, hey, I think I just got to shuffle through, guys, because I just got a new transaction. Unless somebody donated. Thank you so much for that donation. That was a big amount, and I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. So yeah, basically they take a coordinator fee, which means that technically they can. They're essential service providing a financial service, so technically the government could come after them. Watch out, Wasabi. So they might get shut down because they're doing this probably illegally. Shh. But back to Cash Shuffle, they don't take a fee. All you have to pay is a little bit of a Bitcoin transaction fee, Bitcoin Cash transaction fee, which we all know is like 1/10 of a cent. And man, we need to get one of these shuffles through. Come on, one of us had to go through. It looks like there's less participants now. I'm gonna have to pull up my other wallet here. All right, let me pull this other wallet. Oh, disabled. This is my secret wallet. Just kidding, it's not that secret. This is my QR code that's on the screen. Yeah, I got some shuffled in here. Let me find one of them that are shuffled. 0.7. Sorry, just doing this off screen so you guys don't, you guys don't see my stuff. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. I'll show you guys. I don't really care. Okay. So I have a bunch of UTXOs in this wallet. These are all shuffled coins, but they're obviously I'm gonna have to like reshuffle them. I think I can reshuffle them somehow. I know there's a setting somewhere I can reshuffle them. But anyways, so let's check out this address. And let's see what a cash shuffle transaction looks like. Just had a shuffle go through. Nice. Yeah, here we go. So here's a 5-person shuffle. And so the shuffle was for $7. Let me make sure it's all good. Yeah, the shuffle was for $7. And so this is mine right here. And yeah, so basically what they have 5 right there. Oh, I think, did somebody get like a little bonus right there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Somebody only had 0.04. Wait. This value is weird. So the BCH value was 0.02, and this guy had 0.04. He was the lead. Okay, this USD value is weird right now. This is 0.04 BCH. This is 0.02. So this is the smallest one right here, actually. So yeah, it took the way that hey, video's gone. The way the cash shuffle works is it takes the smallest participant and it uses that as the value. And so it's not like a set value. And so this was the smallest, and so they all mixed, and then yeah, they all got shuffled. And so here you have the change. So this is obviously a little bit easier to see than the big old wasabi transaction. In there you can right click and reshuffle. I can right click. I might have to go to history. Yeah, let's go to history. Oh. Don't hide my oh, I just imported this wallet, so like it doesn't recognize some as shuffle transactions. That's interesting. So I did just have a shuffle go through on this one though. So this is what it looks like in the wallet. So yeah, that shuffle just went through. I'm guessing when this comes up, when this confirms, I can reshuffle it. But yeah, so again, these are so this is the change right here. So this guy, so the change is not anonymous. So that's very important. So only these 5 are anonymous. These 4 are not. So the guy that had the least money, he came out with basically the same amount of money he had beforehand and no change. And the other 4 came with change. So you can kind of tell. So this guy had $20 worth. So he was obviously the big one, 27. And so like obviously this UTXO is this guy. So again, then the 18 one is that guy. So the change isn't anonymous, but you can kind of when you go to the shuffle page, you can see. Yeah, I have 82 UTXOs in this wallet. That's a lot of shuffling. That's a lot of shuffling. I did go over this on the other one actually. So I have this plugin called the Inner Wallet Transfer, and basically what you can do is, yeah. So I'll enable it here. And so what this does, it will send all these UTXOs. So I have like 120 UTXOs in this wallet. If I had another wallet I want to transfer all the 120 UTXOs to without consolidating them all back together and destroying the privacy, because if you know one of my UTXOs and I combine them with other ones, you obviously know that all the other UTXOs are mine. And so what this does is that you take the master public key from a wallet, you paste it here, and you say how long it should do in hours. I did this on my last stream, if you want to check it out in the beginning, on number 4 it was. And yeah, it basically slowly puts out 140 transactions over how many hours. And so it's really cool if you want to keep your coins shuffled but want to transfer from wallet to wallet. You will have to shuffle your host stack if it's this video if you want privacy. Yeah, I know, right? I don't need it though. I'm not doing anything illegal. I don't need privacy. So yeah, that's Cash Shuffle. Super easy. It's right in mainline Electron Cash. It's right there. It's a little shoe icon. Just kidding. It's a stack of cash. I said shoe icon in my instructional video. But yeah, it should be in the Bitcoin.com wallet very, very soon. And so that'll be huge, because obviously the more participants in a Cash Shuffle, the more anonymous you can be. Because like really, you can peg somebody. You have a 1 in 5 chance of like guessing who's here, and if you have 10, then you have a 1 in 10 chance. So so yeah. And so this is another back to Wasabi wallet. Yeah, I would go back to the fees. So cash shuffling isn't really a thing as much, or coin join in BTC. Like you saw it in Wasabi, but there's $800 limit because of the transaction fees. And so each person actually in this paid $2 per $700 mixed. And so if you go back to the actual transaction, I did go away from it, didn't I? Let's see, this is it. Yeah, this is it. The actual transaction only paid $2.50, which is actually like decent for BTC, I guess. I mean, it was like $250,000 worth, but each person paid $2 per $700 mix. So that $2 went to Wasabi. So they made like $2 times 130. They made, or yeah, $2 times 100. They made $250 from that. Like, watch out, guys. That's not like totally legal. I don't think. You better have a license for that. And this guy says, if you spot a large coin join, please post on the subreddit and feel free to add a lightning payment invoice. I will pay it up to 70 cents. Because you can't use BTC to pay 70 cents. You got to use Lightning, apparently. And this guy's complaining just about the fees. This guy says, while there are many UX and fee estimation improvements to be made around coin joins, the amount looks correct with me. Outputs are cheap, inputs are expensive. And so, yeah, this guy, my last show was about the fee market, and fee estimators are just like a thing, and it's like totally like, it's like a blind auction, like I said before. Like, you don't know if a lot of people are going to be in the next block. You don't know if the next block's going to come soon or later, and so you end up overpaying. And fee estimators kind of got to take all this different factors into account. But yeah, and so so moving on from CoinJoin, one other thing is basically if you run a full node, you're very private. Like nobody can see your addresses, what you're doing. You can query, you can send transactions to different nodes at different times. You have a lot more control. But if you don't run a full node, like the majority of people that will do and will use Bitcoin, you use SPV wallet, which is a lightweight wallet. And so there's this new thing called Neutrino. So I'm just going to skip to that actually. So BIP37 is equivalent to sending all the wallet addresses to a random server, which can easily spy on the wallets. And so, sorry, so this was a failure, I guess. Due to a design flaw, the stated positive rate is for FP to the second, for example, false positive rate of 20%. Later on, they produce a false positive rate of 4%. Sorry, I can't really conceptualize that right now. But I can talk about Neutrino, though. And so BIP37 was a failure as far as SPV privacy. And Neutrino is kind of solving this. And so this is in BCHD, which is a new client for Bitcoin Cash. It's just like ABC or Bitcoin Unlimited. And basically what it does is this thing called Bloom filters. And essentially what it does is that when an SPV wallet queries the node that it's connected to, it asks for all the transaction. It asks for a specific transaction, right? It's like, hey, I only need to check out this address. And so the node will know what your address is, right? And so what Neutrino does is that it essentially takes the block headers. I believe this is a little pretty technical. I'm going to try, but it takes the block headers and also downloads like a filter with it as well. And it does the filtering on the client side. So basically on the wallet. So the node has no idea which address is yours because your own wallet is the one that kind of sorts through the block headers, which is just very small. And so that's a really simple and dumbed down version of it. Definitely look into it because it's a huge privacy boost for people, normies, people that don't run a full node all the time like me. And so, SPV wallets using Neutrino sync the full chain of headers like a normal SPV, but they also download a filter. So yeah, there's a filter for each block, and with that filter, they filter it themselves instead of the node doing it for them. And so, so this is check this out. This is Chris Passia's work. It's very awesome. Client side filtering, and so yeah. Let me know if you got any questions. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Did pretty good time there. 40 minutes, kind of the time I like going for. So I'll just scroll through this a little bit. But yeah, if you've got any questions, feel free to throw them in. Oh yeah, I would just like to point out there's a different CoinJoin software for BTC. I did try Samurai. So Samurai has CoinJoin, but it's like beta, and I downloaded their wallet and like I could not understand how to enable it. Like I had no idea. And then there was one called like Join Market, I think it is, but it was completely terminal based and like code based, and like I have no idea how to do that either. So, I mean, good luck CoinJoining on BTC. Like if fees go up, you're just gonna pay more. Like again, each shuffle on BCH is a 1/10 of a cent. It's nothing. So yeah. Oh, what's up, Mike 20? I'm literally just wrapping it up, so feel free to rewind and watch it all again. Have you tried sending out a transaction with Neutrino's latest update? You get a negative 22 transaction error every time. I have not. I've not tried the latest update. Have I heard about any future developments coming related to privacy? I think Neutrino is really the big one. Like cash shuffle's like definitely not bulletproof. The one thing I really want to come, but I don't see any like major work being done on it right now, is payment codes, which is basically like you see my cash account on the bottom right of the screen. I mean, you could scan that and you can see how many donations I've ever received, right? That with that address. But a payment code would essentially be that, but instead of being able to trace it, like you send it there and it's somehow crypto magic. Like I don't even like fully understand how it works. Like it makes you can't see where the funds go, how much it was, or where they go. And so I really want that to come to Bitcoin Cash, and that with like cash shuffles is just like really the killer combo, and you can't really beat it. So again, like Cash Shuffle CoinJoin is a transparent privacy tool, and so like with Monero, it's so private. Technically, they could inflate the supply and just like print more coins, and nobody would ever know. But when it's transparent like this, you can't inflate the supply. So yeah. But I don't think you understand. BTC love paying fees. It's like donating to charity. Yeah, they love their miners. They love their miners. Yeah, reusable addresses, payment codes, same thing. But yeah. Stealth addresses, yeah, that's another name for them. Yes, that's another name for them. Stealth addresses, payment codes, reusable addresses, all the same thing. Check your Electron Cash, that's another one I go through. Yeah, I'll check the one that I started with. Yeah, I just shuffled one. Hooray, we shuffled. So this one got a confirmation. Yeah, so how do I reshuffle? Do I go to coins? Oh yeah, there it is. All right, so I'm gonna reshuffle. More shuffling. So yeah, this one just went through 2 confirmations 8 minutes ago. A 90-cent transaction, 90-cent CoinJoin. So good luck trying that on BTC is all I can say. So again, thanks for hanging out, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up here. So it doesn't look like a ridiculous time if people want to rewatch this. So again, thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it, and have a good night.